Just think about taking the experience and the money you have when you're older as a man and then putting 19-year-old testosterone into you. Bro, it's dangerous. Now you're fucking triple threat. You're LeBron at that point. And that's why I think it's such an advantage. That's why I think in the future we're going to see people on the left saying exogenous testosterone needs to be made illegal.
So I'm 38 and I am just now hitting my stride. I am just now figuring things out. Like I am just now being invited on the yachts and like these cool parties and like all of a sudden people want to hang out with me, right? But it was never like that before. But like, you know, as a guy, like I had to like grind and like build my thing. And then just now people are like, oh, I want to hang out, you know? And even girls that didn't give me time of day like 5 years ago, now they're like in the DMs, they want to hang out all of a sudden, right? So I'm just now getting a taste of like what that's like. But like a girl could be 22 and hot and she's invited on a yacht, right? A guy has to build all this stuff and then maybe at 38, maybe he has to buy the yacht to be on the yacht, right? And so that's the biggest difference.
Kind of sounds like a certain graphics this Yahoo Red Pill guy produced back in 2013.
So I think that where Mac and Murphy is kind of right on this is like that's not most 38-year-old dudes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most 38-year-old dudes are like rich or they're fucking going on the decline.
This is the thing, and I've heard this before. I'm 46 years old, and in comparison to other 46 years old, most of my friends who are 46 are obese. They're just slightly obese or they're extremely obese. And I play basketball every day, and I'm in the gym 7 days a week, and I do things that are active. And I think what's happened is there's advantages to being older, which is an accumulation of wealth, experience, social networking. I'm the guy that if you want to get hooked up in Vegas, I'm the guy you call. And that took time for me to get there. But what should happen at 46 is I should get fatter, my testosterone level should drop, I should have less vigor. Yes. I should be able to not be able
Dockers and a nice brown shirt.
Nice brown shirt. I should dress well. I shouldn't have muscles.
Dog in the fucking house.
I shouldn't be able to have sex for 4 hours. Like
cut
all
your
these
hair,
things.
You shouldn't be jacked.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they should be happening.
Yeah.
And I think where Mackin is right is that if you are a guy who's older, but like Michael Hearn, Jesus Christ, the guy looks incredible for 55.
Yeah, but that's not most.
That's my point. That's my point. Like Michael Hearn at 55 would take all of our girls.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking ridiculously good. The Rock at 51, he's stealing your girl. And the point is, the 51 doesn't hurt him. Actually looking like that, dude, this is where I differ a lot because some of my guy friends are super into very young girls. When I see a girl who's in her 30s and she just looks incredible, in my mind, I'm like, that's really good genetics. That's really good genetics. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of these things where it's like at being older, if you look like a typical, do you guys realize, you guys ever watch All in the Family, Archie Bunker?
I did.
You remember Archie Bunker? You remember
like,
that?
What?
Yeah, a lot of people. Archie Bunker and me were the same fucking age. What,
Yeah.
bro? Archie Bunker was fat and gray-haired and bald. The same
46.
fucking age, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Dude, 46 back in the 1970s, you look like you were about to die. And like from all the smoking and drinking and shit.
It's true.
So what I'm saying is I don't think they're wrong, but I'm saying now you've got macros you can count, cold plunge, TRT. You can do intermittent fasting. You got the steam room and the sauna. You have all these things that you can do. You got peptides. You can take IGF. You can take some glutide. Whatever's your fucking peptides
There's
of
more
choice.
ways to stay young.
There's so many ways to stay. Now, I'm not saying live to like 200, but there's so many ways to be good looking in your 40s.
So I did a full episode on this because Mackin was like coming at me for, literally like did a full episode coming at me for saying that women hit their peak at 23, which is, I think he pretty much agreed with that as far as their sexual market value peak years.
23?
23, yes. Between 22 and 24, right in there, okay? That's when the peak happens. So, but the thing is the things that make a woman her maximum potential for her sex appeal, for the maximum potential for what makes her attractive, is always at 23. The reason why I quote that is because for studies like there's a book called Dataclysm where they will go and they'll do these polls for all of their user base from like Match.com, OkCupid, and all these other dating sites. They'll say, at what age do you find women the most attractive? Across the board, from a guy who's like 15 years old to a guy who's 95 years old, they all say right around 22, 23, 24. So that's why I'm pegging it at that, okay? For men, the things that make a man maximally attractive do not happen until that guy he's got his shit together, he's got his business together, he's made partner in the law firm, he's a surgeon, he's gone through his residency, he's got money, he's got experience, he's a better judge of character, he has all of the things. When you say, what do you want in a guy? I want him to be funny, he's got to be smart, he's got to love his mom, he's like puppy dogs, he's going to have kids, he's got all this big laundry list of things. That guy at 25 doesn't have that. The guy at 35, 36, 37, more likely to have that than at 25.
Yeah.
So when I say, here's the confusion. Everybody says, well, you're in much better shape when you're 26 than when you're 36. I said, yeah, if you're not a fat fuck. So all the guys that, like, if you have everything that is a huge attraction for a woman, the guy that's going to have, he's going to be the more complete package if he maximizes his potential right around where he's going to be hitting his stride at 36, 37, or 38 years old. That's why I'm drawing attention to this, because that's exactly what I said almost 12 years ago in The Rational Male.
Bro, if you saw
what is the most like sexually attractive age for men? What is it?
So here's the thing. Here's the point.
There's a lot of debate.
It doesn't
about that.
matter anymore.
Yeah.
The point is, it doesn't matter. Wes Watson just hit 40, and if you saw the DMs that this guy gets from
my
fucking
God.
women, it's crazy. So that's the thing. It doesn't matter anymore. I will tell you this. I moved here at 33, and now I'm 46 to Vegas. I've been here 13 years, and I get way more inbox DMs from random girls now, 100x more than I did when I was 33. Why is that, though? But it's because an increase in status, but I didn't lose, not youth is the wrong word, but I didn't lose the virality of youth, but I included it with the advantages of experience and age.
Like aging gracefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, which is why I believe, and I've said this before, that I think exogenous testosterone is going to be made illegal here pretty soon, because what we're doing is we're making older, wiser men too powerful. They're talking too loud, and their penises are too hard, and they have young, hot girlfriends, and they're making too much money, and they're still running their companies. And what's supposed to happen is the 46-year-old guy is supposed to move over for the 23-year-old associate who moves into the firm, and he's willing to work his ass off. But now the 46-year-old guy is on fucking 100 mgs of test every week, and he's taking IGF-1, and he's taking Cimarillin and Tesamorillin, and the guy is fucking young.
46-year-olds I grew up with are not the same 46-year-olds I see now.
Yeah.
It's not. It's completely night and day.
And so this is happening, and so like, wait, hold on, old man, hold on, old timer. You're supposed to move over, and I'm like, no, I'm on stage with Deadmau5 every fucking weekend. Like, I'm not moving over. I'm not slowing down. I know I'm supposed to, but I'm not. And so I think what's happened is that's why I think we're going to get to a point where it's like there's too many virile experience. Just think about taking the experience and the money you have when you're older as a man, and then putting 19-year-old testosterone into you. Bro, it's dangerous. Now you're fucking triple threat. You're LeBron at that point. And that's why I think it's such an advantage. That's why I think in the future we're gonna see people on the left saying exogenous testosterone needs to be made illegal.
I get this all the
And
time.
Beauty Cat will be the first one to make a video.
Well, yeah. Well, when people when guys come at me, they want to throw hate at me because they know that I'm like 56 years old, right? So they look at me and they go, "Hey, man, when are you gonna start acting your age? When are you gonna stop, doing what a guy your age doesn't look like that, doesn't dress like he's a 14-year-old kid, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, okay, so if that's the case, tell me what you think I should look like. Like, tell me, give me some style points here, with like Dockers and some loafers
Some Crocs.
and a nice, sensible, button down and tie my hair back like I'm a deacon in the church or something. Is that what you think that? Because I want to know in your mind, what does a 56-year-old guy look like? Because I think we've changed the rules recently, especially in the 21st century right now.
Sure.
Because he's 10 years younger than I am. Sterling Cooper's 10 years younger than he is. And like, if I'm talking to these guys, I'm not going, oh, well, back in my day, we used to, eat rocks, and we were thankful for those, right? Like, is that what you think I ought to be? Like, is that what do you think? Well, like, give me the cartoon character of what you think I ought to be. And the thing is if I turned into that, would you have more respect for me because I did what you fucking told me to do? Probably not. The reason why they have such a problem with this is exactly what he's saying. Because if you look, what's the new study that just came out recently where they said, like, what is it, twice as many men are single than women are right now?
Under the age of 30, it is
Under the age of 30.
63% of men and 33% of women are single.
And so people say, well, what are these women doing? Are they fucking the same guy? No. Well, they're probably going with the guy who's out of that demographic, out of that age
I
cohort.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Older,
I have
right?
no idea what you're talking about.
And so if that's the case, if more women are going for guys who are older, and I don't necessarily say they got to be 10 or 20 years older. I'm saying like, maybe they're 6, 7, just out of that age cohort. The fact of the matter is if that's what's happening and you see that happening, you've got to find some psychological mechanism to sort of confront that so that you so that you're basically, you're not mate guarding, but you're potential mate guarding, because those bitches should be yours and not some 46-year-old guy who goes in is on stage with dead mouse.
I am the problem. You guys
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
You guys know during 9/11, I sat there and watched the whole thing happen. I was working at a gentleman's club. I was managing it. And I came into work and I saw the second tower fall. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe this. And my girlfriend was born 2 months later. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
You guys just asked us about like the white Bronco with OJ and stuff, and we're like, yeah,
I watched
remember
every
that?
minute of
no
the white
one
Bronco.
in the whole place remembered it.
I have a question for you guys. If you had to choose a number or an age for when you hit your stride, as he says in the video, what would it be for you guys? Or have you not
For
hit
me,
it yet?
you won't
Yeah.
believe this, but it's 46. Like, I am stronger.
46.
I may not be faster now because I keep getting hurt, but I'm
See, Mac
stronger
and
than I ever
Mac
was
and
now.
Murphy would say that's
Nice.
cope, and you're trying to like compensate.
No. But the thing with Mackin is it wouldn't be cope except for the fact that like I had no ability to maintain muscle mass when I was younger, and I was just so poor athletically. Like there was certain issues that I had when I was younger that I overcame when I got into better shape later. So I'll give you one thing: the U.S. Air Force does not promote healthy eating, or at least they didn't when I was in there. And the worst shape I ever got into when I was air crew flying like 500 hours. That was the worst shape I've ever gotten into. So Mackin may be, but the reason why I'm saying it's not cope is because I chose to get into better shape now. I could definitely not be at my peak now had I not chose to go to the gym 90 minutes a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah. Now, in my book, I have said this already, that the peak years for guys to have, assuming they maximize their potential, okay? That means money, muscles, and game, okay? So the guys still have to be in good shape. Is he going to be in as good shape as he was when he was 26? Probably not, but he can still make a good stab at it. And there's a lot of guys who understand their bodies and the physiques and diet and working out and everything a whole lot better 10 years later than they did when they were in their 20s. So so the possibility still exists that they can be very, physically attractive. Now, he's also going to have more going for him, or he's hitting his stride at that point where he has finally got the things that make him more maximally attractive, which is like he made a partner in the law firm, or he's got his
Right.
business down, or he's a surgeon now, whatever it is. So there's the money part of it. And then also he's a better judge of character. He has better conversational skills, hopefully has developed better social skills. And through a process of dating, non-exclusively, he understands women's nature. He understands his nature.
Experience.
And he's more likely at 36, 37 years old, 38 years old to have those things that make him the complete package than he would possibly have been able to have when he was at 25. That's why I peg it at about 36. Now, if I was going to be really an old guy trying to cope, I would say 56, but I have never said that, and it's only been 36 in my book ever. So,
It's funny on that when a lot of, especially from what I've learned being around a lot of these guys, is that when I go to Miami or if friends who are my age, we go to Miami or we go to Vegas, we go to LA, if our age comes up, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Worst case, just lie. Just say you're 30-something.
Best advice Pat
It
Campbell
actually
ever
works the
gave
other
me.
way around,
Yes.
too.
Best advice Pat Campbell ever said. He says never talk about your age.
Never
unless
talk
somebody
about your
likes,
age.
and he said never talk about it like I do all the time. Of course, I break the rules.
You must be like 30. I'm like, yeah. Totally.
Well,
100%.
And I'm not against everybody knows I'm 56 years old, right? But I'm not against that because I know I'm in the top 2 percentile for guys who are my age.
Yeah,
So, so it's not a big
and that's
deal
why you
to
should
me.
talk about it. That's
Yeah.
what you should, because
Yeah.
I get guys who are like, oh man, Michael, you don't know what it's like. I'm 41 and these bitches out here are crazy. And I'm like, bitch, I'm 56. I'm 46. What are you talking about? I do know what it's like, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's the only reason why I would bring it up, because I'm an instructor.
Hey, so you stayed to the end. If you're watching this, I have a gift for you. Click the link below and I will show you how to position yourself as a high status man. Absolutely for free.